This British TV show is genuinely horrific.
I'm fed up being told I'm fake and I'm lying and I'm wrong and don't lie to me with the camera.
Hello friends, today we're going to be breaking down the best TV show that British people have ever created. Supersize vs Superskinny. With no context, this title sounds like some sort of weird superhero movie. The premise of the show involves getting two contestants with opposing extreme diets, and then they make them swap what each other eat for 5 days in this place called the feeding clinic. I guess that is the only healthy option to help these people, by starving them. So the show kicks off with the initial stage, which is the face-off, where they line up a group of supersize people versus a line of super skinny people and make them fight to the death. No, I wish. I would like to see who would win that. I've just got this image of it being like the end scene in the Avengers where they're all just coming through the portals. Supersize, assemble! I don't know how the ratings of that would have went down, and I don't think they would have helped in defeating Thanos.
Dr. Christian is confronting calorie crimes at both ends of the scales, and he's ready to pair up the next two willing victims.
I like the wording that they chose, victims. Not, like people just trying to better their life. No, they're victims. Takes us back to school times. They then give you an in-depth look at each of the contestants, just to hammer home how unhealthy they actually are.
If my weight does keep on dropping, I could be really ill. I could end up in hospital, not be able to care for my little boy.
Well, she seems bloody fantastic. She's doing this for all the right reasons. I wonder what the Supersize is like.
Meet your new housemate, Julie Tregeagle. All 23.5 stone of her.
The voiceover lass holding nothing back with that. All 23 stone of her, as opposed to meeting only 12 stone of her. Oh, don't worry, the extra 11's coming soon. I'm glad she's put the half in there as well. I imagine Julie really appreciates that.
Which is about 4 jades.
I wonder who would win in a fight, 4 jades or 1 Julie.
I like food. I like it, so I eat it.
I guess you can't argue with that. But everyone's got to put a limit on themselves, love. A lot of people, I imagine, say, I like sex. I like sex, so I do it. But you shouldn't do it until your penis bleeds. When the fun stops, stop.
In one sitting, I can probably eat a big bar of chocolate, crisps.
Christ, love, I don't think your food problem's the biggest problem here. The guy who did your interior design needs to be shot. I wonder what her favourite colour is. Anyone got any guesses? I like that she's went for green curtains, though. She probably thought, I can't get pink curtains because that would be too much.
I personally would prefer a huge man-sized bar of chocolate than an actual man.
Mood. I get all my nuts from a Snickers, thank you very much. Why would I want pillow talk when I can have a whisper? Why would I need a willy when I can have a Wonka bar? There we go. Now the party started. Come on. Fuck's sake, man. I need some chocolate puns from you in the comments. It'll make me day better.
My mum doesn't believe in small portion sizes. I absolutely adore my mum's cottage pie.
Tend to overdo the cheese, perhaps.
Well, I guess we can see the initial problem here. Her mother is trying to kill her. Possibly overdo the cheese, love. Fucking hell, that's a whole cow.
Have you always been overweight? What's happened?
I wasn't up until I got to secondary school. I was bullied a lot because of my weight. It was a constant thing in there.
Oh my god. Can you imagine telling the producers that you got viciously bullied in school and then they take you straight back? That, my friend, is brutal. But I love it. It's like Harry Potter returning to Godric's Hollow to see where his parents got murdered in front of him.
That's all I was. I was just this fat girl in school.
I just don't get why they've shot it like a Vietnam flashback. And also, what were the teachers thinking at this? Just seeing this woman staring at the school. They were probably absolutely shitting themselves. They were like, what's in her pocket? Everybody, get down.
Oh my god. I could be like a leg and a bit of a stomach.
Fucking hell, love. Be a bit more honest next time, Christ. Who would win in a fight? Her or a bit of Julie's leg and stuff?
I weigh 23 stone 8.
I was 5 stone 9.
My god, she's small.
This reminds me of when a lady sees my penis for the first time. I get that a lot.
My god, she's small.
And yes, my penis's pronouns are she, her. Deal with it.
And she looks quite fragile. I didn't know an adult could be that small.
I'm sorry, but your heart is probably fragile. That was deep, but she deserved it for that.
Jade and Julie have provided details of a typical week's meals.
I'm going to start with breakfast. Let's have a look. Little bit of toast.
Toast and cereal, the greedy bastard.
Let's go on to lunch. Is that it?
Well, that wasn't passive-aggressive at all. It kind of reminds me of when a girl sleeps with me for the first time. Yes, love. That's all that's coming.
Although that doesn't look very much, there is one huge swimming pool-sized thing missing. You substitute most of your meals for caffeine, 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 caffeine.
It's thought the safe amount of caffeine is 400 milligrams per day, which is about 4 cups of coffee.
Well, I'm going to put this in the bin.
Jade drinks 2.5 times this amount, the equivalent of 10 cups of coffee.
10 cups of coffee a day? Christ! She must be constantly off a rocker.
Start with your breakfast. Let's have a look. Apples, bananas, and ice cream. Great. Let's have a look at lunch.
Why is she being so judgy as if she hasn't just admitted to wanking off Nescafé 10 times a day? Why are they looking down on each other's diets? You're both here for a reason.
A woman of Julie's size would normally be consuming 4,000 calories a day. According to the food diary she gave, she's consuming just over 3,000.
Oh, I think that nose has grown, Pinocchio. You need to get those specs you're wearing checked, love. Also, again, I have to bring this up. What is the point of them being completely naked? Do none of these people own clothes? Okay, if you're going to make the contestants naked, at least the presenter has to be naked too. This seems like I want the presenter to be naked. I don't want him to be naked. I'm digging myself a hole. I'm gonna leave. This show just seems like the most unhealthy way to fix their unhealthy habits. We both have unhealthy diets and an unhealthy relationship with food, so I know what we'll do. We'll both swap to the other one's unhealthy way of food. How's that gonna solve anything? Also, side note, I just want to point one thing out. The person with the best gig out of all of this is the guy shoving the food down the tubes. Imagine that being your job. Imagine having that as a reference on your CV. It's basically like the food version of Tipping Point. Drop zone, supersize, Ben. And also, just before we proceed, I think it's important to mention that I think this show must definitely contribute to people's ED, like eating disorders. Like, surely this can't do anything for that, because I imagine if I was struggling with something like that and I watched this show, it would make me never want to eat again. They then have another interview with Dr. Christian, who confronts them about specifics in their diet. And then it gets to what I would say is probably the most mental part of the show yet. They make them eat each other's meals in front of them. And not only that, they have to cook it for them. So imagine cooking the food that you love and then not even being able to eat it. And worse yet, somebody else is eating it in front of your face.
When I realised that all I was getting was coffee, I sort of thought, oh my God, that's it. I can't survive on that.
Yeah, hope you don't drink that all at once, love. Yeah, take your time with that. You don't want to get indigestion, do you?
Jade's concerns about Julie's diet come to a head.
You don't live off what I've been given so far and got yourself 24 stone in weight from this sort of thing.
Alright, fucking hell, it's like the food police, Christ. The calorie patrol's out. To be fair, like, I probably would eat that for lunch, so she probably might have a point with that, and I'm actually glad that she's calling that out.
I don't eat like a pig every day.
Julie, I'm not being funny, but you're 24 stone. Have you lied? Have you cut your food diary down?
Sorry, I can't sit here and be told I'm wrong. Don't bother me with the camera.
Fucking hell, she moves fast. Christ, go on, love. Chicken bloody shift, I'll give her that. Don't follow me with the camera. The cameraman. No. 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 But taking a little break from Jade and Julie, in some of the episodes, they then go to this stage where they show what's happening to their insides and the effect their diet's having on them.
It's a sort of gruel-like, oily, fatty, grainy substance.
Is this making anyone else just kind of hungry? Like, to me, that just looks like the inside of a battered sausage from the chippy. You know what? I'm going to go and ring Gills now. I'll see you in a bit.
Not really very pleasant, is it?
Like sausage, yeah.
Sausage! See, he said sausage as well. He had the same wavelength. Another quick section they have after this one is they receive letters from home for, like, motivation, I guess, to kind of help them cope with the next 5 days they're gonna have.
I remember I will always be here for you with lots and lots of love, Mum.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Mum. You're gonna make a grown man cry over here. Christ. Very touching. I feel like I'm watching the fucking Notebook. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant TV. Wait, I'm not meant to be supporting this show. It's a bloody roller coaster though, isn't it? Up, down, Christ. Unbelievable, telly, unbelievable. I reckon just, you know, to help them for a little bit of, like, motivation, they should have just stuck, like, a celebrations chocolate on the letter or something. I used to get that off people in my street for my birthday. I always remember one birthday I got a card from the next door neighbour and they stuck a bounty on it, and then ever since then I was like, God, did they hate me all this time? I never knew that. One thing that's never really mentioned as well is they're stuck in this feeding clinic. Like, they're not allowed to leave, which is, it's basically like a prison. If people can sneak celebrations in, I'm calling that a W. I'm sorry. I would literally start my own business and, like, sell the celebrations celebrations, I would get me mum to sneak them in, and I'll sell them to the other contestants for like an upmarket fee. This time next year, we'll be millionaires. They then send the contestants away for 10 weeks after the 5 days they've spent at the feeding clinic with like a diet plan, and they see if they can kind of change their lives for the better and take what they've learned from the show into their everyday life. And after these 10 weeks, they call them back and they see if they've implemented the changes.
How's the 3 months been for you?
Really good, to be honest. You look really well.
Thank you, you too.
Fucking hell, are they gonna kiss? Christ.
Julie, for you, are you thinking about going back to school?
Yeah.
In a different kind of way, tell me.
Oh no, I knew it! Just gonna kill them all! She had the villain arc and now she's gonna do it. Stop her. Somebody stop this woman.
Since I last saw you, I've actually been into a school and sort of helped out as a teaching assistant.
Okay, well now I feel dreadful. So yeah, I guess that was a wholesome end to that episode. Like, it's nice to see that they both, did well. And the other guy, Chris, we looked at, he actually did like vast improvements, which was like fantastic. He looks like a total different guy now. And he's actually commented on the episode, which I thought was really interesting, saying, wow, that's only the second time I've watched myself in this. I'm literally half the person I was then. Hope seeing my journey has helped people. So that's actually such a wholesome end to the... We never have wholesome ends to these. I might have a drink tonight on Chris. Let's all have a drink. Put them up for Chris. Unbelievable fella. Well done. I guess that was a positive story to this, but I still feel like this show is honestly terrible and should never ever have been a thing. Like, personally, I would rather watch siblings date on a dating show than watch this, which is funny because you can click right here and watch me break this down right now.